Yeah, I just want to quickly address someone in the chat that is objecting to my use of the word retard. No, Howard, your brother is not a retard. Retard is not a medical word, and it hasn't been for many, many years. Retard actually has the same epistemology as the word idiot. So, if I call someone a retard, I can call them a retard because it's not a medical term anymore. Stop being offended for somebody else, because that's a stupid thing to do. Your brother is not retarded because retarded is not a medical term anymore. If you object to the word retard, you also object to the word idiot. People need to stop that. That's what I wanted to say.
And the trouble is, we know he claims to teach this to his children as well. So
yeah,
I mean,
that's what bugs the crap out of me.
What, that teaching that level is horizontal is something
Yeah,
wrong
because
with
that's
that,
wrong.
Craig?
Because level means a height above a certain object, and if two heights above a globe are 10 meters above that height, no matter how far apart they are, that line that is connected is straight and level to the ground underneath it. Okay, so just to say that straight lines can't curve, therefore the Earth is flat, is fucking stupid. And 2D shapes are flat by definition. Yeah, because that is actually a lie.
Wrong.
It's locally correct. It's locally correct.
Yeah.
The
Right,
level
only
has
locally.
several meanings.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
the
So
level has
it-
several meanings.
Is
The
it
local
child
level
abuse
changes.
or isn't it child abuse then? What we
Well-
going with?
I'm saying, personally, I believe the things that you teach your child, your autistic child, and 2D shapes are flat by definition, is
How do
psychological
you-
child abuse.
Like that water is level.
No, you teach your child that level is a horizontal plane, which is not true.
Yes.
Your horizon is all around you. A cross-section is a 2D shape, in this case a circle, and 2D shapes are flat by definition. What you morons need to realise, and
course
the
it is.
implication of that is that you are teaching your child the Earth is flat. And 2D shapes are flat by definition.
No.
Yes. If
No,
your child
he
asks you...
knows there are mountains and valleys. He's been up.
Yeah,
them,
so do
taking
all flat,
pictures.
so do all other flat earthers, but you are implicating to your child that the Earth is not a sphere, and 2D shapes are flat by definition. That the Earth is not as we know it. You are teaching your child to mistrust
You know
authority,
it.
and yeah, I absolutely
know
do know
it.
it. I 100% know it. Yes. I have done personal calculations in the military. Do you have a brain injury? Because I did have a brain injury when I was younger. It was fixed though. I had a very, very small aneurysm before I joined the military. I have done personal calculations in the military, well, for fuel consumption, that only work when we're on a sphere.
Oh, right. Which ones were they?
Many, many.
Which ones though? Go on.
I had to
The
calculate
only work when-
how much fuel the diesel engines would use when.
Do you know how many diesel submarines we have?
Well, wasn't he on a nuclear submarine?
Bam.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Going from South Africa all the way up to the.
That's just a
Gulf of
distance,
Canada.
right?
Yeah, but
What's that got to do with this sphere?
Because the maps that we used were based on a sphere. And 2D shapes are flat by definition.
Maps were flat, weren't they?
No, they were based on a sphere. And 2D shapes are flat by definition.
They were curved maps.
The maps are all representations of curves, yes. Maths cannot lie like that. Triangles are triangles.
So-
You've got
so, yeah,
triangles
sure.
that are going to add up to 180 degrees. It's as simple as that.
They are flat maps, though,
just
right?
because they're on a flat piece of
Yeah.
paper doesn't mean to say they're assuming the surface is not curved, you twat.
And 2D shapes are flat by definition.
Exactly, because I think flat Earth is a joke.
Yeah. Do you think level being horizontal is flat Earth?
When we say flat,
Yeah.
as just a common parlance way of not saying lots and lots of words, when we say Earth is flat or flat earther, we do mean that you think horizontal is level.
Flat.
You're not
They
an
mean
expert.
level, which means
It's
curved.
just
No.
open a dictionary.
Flat is curved.
It'll tell you that level is horizontal.
Flat.
You're not
They
an
mean
expert.
level, which
Do
means
you
curved.
think that's because you're cleverer
is
than
curved.
they are? The people
Flat.
You're not
They
an
mean
expert.
level, which means curved.
What reason? What reason do you term that as flat Earth, or is every dictionary a flat Earth one? They trying to convince you that the Earth's flat.
I don't think that anyone is trying to convince me that the Earth is flat. I think it's stupid.
Flat.
You're not
They
an
mean
expert.
level,
I've heard
which means
guys
curved.
say that level means
Remember, the Earth is incredibly flat.
curved. and I'm not sure what they're going with that.
Straight lines can curve. Straight lines can curve.
Go ahead.
Level is horizontal, and I can prove it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And you think that's flat Earth, do you? I mean, a lot of people do.
And then somebody says, "Hey, Earth's flat." Hey, Earth's flat. They say, "Well, yeah, but I know hey, Earth's flat." Lots of people that have been to space.
But it's just flat and gorgeous to see.
And so the Earth is flat.
How do we know the Earth is not flat?
The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat, and this is a fact.
Remember, the Earth is incredibly flat.
Nothing to do with the flat Earth. Okay.
Talking about the water level, Jose.
Oh, I thought you were talking about hydrostatics. It has nothing to do with the water level.
Yeah, it is the water level, right?
You can't make a horizontal a mile long. It's not going to work.
You can make a water level a mile long.
Correct. I agree with that.
3 level points, and you
3 coplanar points.
Triangle between them, or a straight line.
Level is horizontal.
I agree. Level's horizontal.
I did not say that the level is not horizontal.
Jesse Kozlowski is irrelevant.
Like DP, he says, level is a straight line on a horizontal plane.
He's a wise man.
Of your understanding of the world in which you live, then of course the world looks flat.
You're a universal horizontal waterer.
The world looks flat.
Bam! Water levels give you horizontal.
I am using laws of math and physics to show Earth is flat. The world looks flat.
When we say flat,
Yeah.
as just a common parlance way of not saying lots and lots of words, when we say Earth is flat or flat earther, we do mean that you think horizontal is level.
But I love flat earthers.
Do you have a brain injury? Because I did have a brain injury when I was younger. It was fixed though. I had a very, very small aneurysm before I joined the military.
Neil, obnoxious twat speaking.
And a fuck you.
You twat.
I gotta say, you're totally blowing my mind right now.
You twat.
It's level.
That's what I do.
There are assholes that just talk bollocks all the time.
Horizontal is a plane, level is the curved surface.
Flat is curved.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Axioms of Euclidean geometry stand true for a flat plane, for things that are in 2 dimensions. They do not stand true for anything in 3 dimensions.
So out of touch with science.
Science doesn't prove anything.
You don't need to be a scientist to know that the Earth is round.
Science doesn't prove things. It's literally not what science does.
They must have been founding members of the Flat Earth Society. They would not have believed that the world was round.
The Earth is flat.
How can a straight line form a circle?
At what point does a horizontal start to bend?
The whole way, all the time, constantly.
If I say that the world is round and someone else says it's flat,
The Earth is flat, and this is a fact.
that's worth reporting.
I died once.
But you might also want to report on
The Earth is flat.
a bunch of scientific evidence that seems to support the notion that the world is round.
Honestly, you know, science doesn't prove things. That's not what science does. Proof is literally a word that is used for mathematics. The only way you can prove something is with maths.
That's flat. That's flat. That's flat. That's flat. That's flat.
About not believing our senses and things like that. The easiest thing that I can say about that is, if I'm to believe my senses, the world is literally an indistinguishable blur. We have tools that allow us to perceive things better than our senses can. Our senses are actually pretty rubbish and in most cases shouldn't be trusted.
It's flat.
So you go more than 100 feet, and this gets really, really hard.
They dismiss solar power.
You jackass.
Yes.
They make jokes about biofuel.
Hold on, moron.
They were against raising fuel standards.
You imagine?
I guess they like gas
You're
guzzling.
one of the dumbest motherfuckers.
They think that's
I've-
good for our future.
I'm not just being nasty here, right?
We're trying to move towards the future. They want to be stuck in the past.
Listen to me very carefully.
We've heard this kind of thinking
Yeah, I
before.
would rather cheese grate my nipples.
Let me tell you something.
Listen to my words very
If some of these folks were around when Columbus set sail,
Straight lines can curve.
Listen again.
Straight lines can curve. Parallel lines can intersect.
They must have been founding members of the Flat Earth Society.
The internal angles of a triangle equal more than 180.
It's straight away, right?
It can only be perfectly horizontal at a single point.
Oh yeah, it's measurable.
Here's a reasonable offer for you. Suck my dick.
And the trouble is, we know he claims to teach this to his children as well. So
yeah, that's what bugs the crap out of me.
Teaching that level is horizontal.
Yeah, because that's wrong.
Like that water is level.
No, you teach your child that level is a horizontal plane, which is not true. And the implication of that is that you are teaching your child the earth is flat. The earth is flat. The earth is flat. The earth is flat.
Look, I would bet you both my testicles the earth is a globe.
That's why I bet my nuts is because of 50.
See?
And
that confident was
house.
Brad of 50s offering his nuts up. He thought he'd go along with him.
I think that was some video I was watching.
Yeah,
No
in the
way.
chat. In the chat, I said,
You
I'll
haven't
put my
put
nuts
yours on the line too, have you, Brad?
Yep, they're on the line. They're pretty safe where they're at.
No, the question was again. I'll state the question again. Make it as simple as I can. Do you think it is possible to have a vertical that is parallel to a horizontal?
Yes.
It is one of those things that people point fingers at me and say, you're a flat earther. But I say, I can see there's mountains, valleys. It goes up and down. Now, elevation is a measured change in the vertical. First order measurements. All distances are measured horizontal, and all elevations are a vertical change. That's horizontal and vertical. Level is horizontal, and plumb bobs do vertical. Both straight lines.
Mm-hmm. I'm confused. You still sound like you're making a claim for flat Earth.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Do you think a water level drops away?
Yes.
It's perpendicular to the surface normal.
Yeah.
The water level, if I assume one end of the water level is right under the auto level, the surface level is now sloping away from the auto level at 8 inches per mile squared, both directions.
It's sloping away. The water.
Yeah.
No, the water level doesn't slope away.
Yeah.
Lou.
Yes, it does.
No,
yes, it does.
It's level. That's what level is.
But it does.
No slope.
That's right. That's exactly right.
We know
it
how
is
water
level. We
flows.
agree with that. It is level.
Yeah, water
it's
flows.
The same,
doesn't it? Down. Do you know how water flows?
And I know how water flows, and I know what level shows. You'll be wasting your time trying to change what's been defined. I know what I know. I know what I know. You don't know what you don't know. Blackpool paradox. You think it's measuring, but it's not. It's optical phenomenon. All you fools think you know what's beyond. I know how water flows, and I know what level shows it. You'll be wasting your time trying to change what's change what's been defined.
Horizon means the line where the sky meets the earth. Yeah, that's the definition I'm going by.
All
And I'm
horizontals are parallel to the
finish,
plane of the
finish.
horizon.
Let me finish. You can't just spout your logic at me. I'm still talking.